Hey everyone! It's been a really long time since I've done a nice vlog, personal vlog in this channel, so I think I am definitely due for one. I usually like to make videos here and there about my personal journeys when something really significant happens in my life. And today I have one very important one to share. I'm going to move to New York City on May 1st. Everything is official. I have a place to stay, I have a job when I get there, and everything is just set up for me to go. And everything happened within the last 3 or 4 weeks. At this point, I'm still not really sure if it will actually happen. I guess I can only really know until I start my first day at work there, but as of right now, I'm still like in disbelief that it's actually happening. Me going to New York City to live there is like a lifelong dream. And it all happened because of something very significant and important that happened in my life a few weeks ago, which was the death of my uncle, Rafael. He died on March 10th from pancreatic cancer. During the week of his death, a lot of things happened within myself that made me realize how much valuable time really is and how much of it I have been wasting. First, I wanted to say that my uncle was such an inspiration because of the way he lived his life. He always lived in the moment, and he always went after each and every single one of his dreams and achieved them all. He was about to turn 45 years old, which is very, very young. But in the time that he was here, he did everything he wanted to do. He came to the United States, he learned a second language, which was English. He became the owner of his own house. He was a choreographer for a ballet dance group for like 20 years, which I was a part of when I was 9 or 10 years old. He opened a hair salon. He went to New York City to get his hairstyling license or whatever. He opened up a second hair salon, I think. He wanted to expand and make it a spa. So then he got his professional masseuse license. He always had a goal. He always had something to do. Always working for something. When he died, I just could not believe that the way he left with pancreatic cancer. And it's like, why someone with so much life, so much spirit, such a leader in the community? Like, why would he leave like that? And I couldn't help but compare his life towards mine. Up until 4 weeks ago, my life was full of like, kind of still is, but indecision and confusion and basically not going after anything. I mean, I've always said that I've wanted to become an actor, but I've never really tried to go after it. I've always just said it. After graduation from college, it's been 4 years now, but I've been, in and out of the state, going to Hawaii and Utah and working on cruise ships, but, not really doing anything with it. It made me feel so guilty because for one, I have legal status here in the United States, so I can go to any school, I can get any job I want, while I have cousins and a lot of family members who don't have that ability, who it's really hard for them to go after their dreams because they know that at some point they'll have somebody saying, well, you can't do it because you're not legal here. And here I am working as a waiter, when I could be really going after so much more. I'm not setting the bar high enough for myself. 2 days after my uncle died, I went to the beach because I just needed to have one of those, what is life really about conversations with myself. And it was windy and rainy, and like the ocean was just amazing because the waves were like huge. But I sat in my car for like 3 or 4 days, and not days, hours. I honestly don't know. I mean, I'm pretty faithful, and I don't know if it was God himself or like my uncle or like my conscience or maybe all three, but I swear I heard a voice. I heard something telling me that, you can do this. You just go for it. Just go after what you really want to do because you're 26 years old and you're not really going anywhere with what you're doing now, so why hold back? And I heard this voice and I found the belief again, I guess you could say. I found the belief that I could actually look for jobs as an actor. I remember asking, well, if this is really what I'm supposed to do with my time here, like, show me the doors, like, open the doors for me. Let me know, where the opportunities are. And I feel like I've been blessed because the week after, I turned 26 on March 21st, and I had a friend, my friend Leah, who lives in New York City now, trying to be an actress herself, sent me a birthday text, and then she was like, by the way, we're looking for people to hire at the restaurant where I work, and I have a couple of friends who are looking to sublet their apartments, so it's like, why don't you get down here like now? And I feel like that was like the invitation from like Jesus and like the universe, because it's like, yes, this is a time, like that's the opportunity that I've been looking for. Like, how do you pass up New York City? Already, I feel like in the past couple of weeks, a big jolt of life has like been inflicted in me, because I feel really alive. I feel really activated with everything that I want to do. Whereas just 4 weeks ago, I was like very passive and sedentary and like just very like whatever. Um, so I'm really glad about this change in my life. But it had to do with my uncle. My uncle was the one who, seeing the way he lived, going after everything he wanted, it's like that's the kind of lifestyle that I want to adopt. Like the biggest realization that I had was like, that life doesn't owe you anything. Like, my uncle was going to turn 45, and he was going to be a grandfather for the first time because my cousin's wife is pregnant. And it's so sad that he didn't get to experience that part of life, grandparenthood. That's when I realized this. I was like, who says that life has to bring you into adulthood, into grandparenthood? Who says that life has to provide you with kids or success or love or a house? Like, no, you have to take the time and go after all of that for yourself. And if you don't do it now, like, when will you do it? And like, when it will be too late? Like, what if, I don't know that I won't die like next week in a car crash or something? And like, I just realized, take the time that you are given to do what you want to do. Like, why would you waste your time doing something you don't want to do? These little messages I've heard time and time again before, but something has to happen for you to listen to it for yourself, because people can tell you as much as they want, but it has to come from within, that realization. I don't know. The big news is that thanks to my uncle and thanks to my faith, that I have now decided to move to New York. Last week I was there. I had scheduled an interview at the restaurant where I was going to work. I was there for 2 days, and then I used the other day to meet the girl whose apartment I'm going to be subletting. And even she is making it easy for me, because she's like, you don't have to pay me your first month's or last month's or security. She's like, because you are a friend of a friend, I'm gonna, let that all go. And she's not even gonna charge me utilities. So it's like, she's making it super easy for me to get in there. And it's like, if none of this was happening, like, it really would have been a lot harder for me to go to New York. And it's like, everything has been lining up just so perfect for me. And I can't believe this is happening. Like, it's not, things never happen this quickly and easy for me. A move to New York like this? No, I didn't see this coming. If you listened all the way through, thank you for listening. This is just a kind of personal journey that I'm going through, and I wanted to share. And if there's anything that you could take from this, is for you to really use the time that you are given to do what you want to do. Don't waste time, because you will never get it back. I don't know, we'll see what New York City holds in store for me this summer. Thanks.